to try to tell the truth. And every artist knows that it is impossible to tell the truth. It is a tremendous word, and it shimmers like a butterfly, and it goes like that. Someone pointed out to me that whereas I might not be interested in politics, politics was fascinated by me. And there would be no way around that as long as there was breath in my body. The European assumption was that these people were inferior. And that depends, I think, on a very simple principle. They had to be inferior. If they were not inferior, it was a crime. But as long as they didn't deserve any better, it was all right. And that is the whole basis of Negro inferiority.
What you mean you don't know how to work the camera? That's not my motherfucking problem. Call whoever it is you need and get these cameras rolling. What are you crying for? Stop crying. Stop. Oh, fuck it. If all you gonna do is cry, that's what I'm saying. You might as well just get this popping right now. Get the TV and cameras on. Ooh, hey, oh, hey, stop fucking moving. I am way too unstable today for that bullshit. And did I say stop fucking moving? Stop fucking moving. Huh? Did I say stop fucking moving? Say stop fucking moving. Ready to get started? It's showtime, people. Let's go. Surprise, motherfucker. America. I can't do that. Disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Reporting live.
Hey, man, sit down. Sit your down. Sit down. Hello, America. Today's broadcast is brought by the letters F and U. Because you got me f***ed up. Nah, this ain't no Channel 7, WHIO, Fox News, or CNN. This is motherfucking TDN, the daily news, where we discuss the narrative society tries to hang us with. Before we get started, let's do an icebreaker. 2 truths and a lie. You gotta guess which one is the lie. As you can imagine, I don't have a lot of time on my hands. So we'll only be playing one round today, okay? Right answers only. Only accepting right answers. Give me the wrong answer. I promise you, I'm gonna shoot this in the face that's holding the camera, and I'll just record this by myself. 2 truths and a lie. Semantics is a tool used by America to distract us from the truths at the expense of black bodies. Semantics works a lot like a math function, a simple machine that allows you to put any word inside of it and change its meaning so that it fits your agenda. Nothing about the way white people use the semantics suggests they have an agenda against black people. Now, which one is a lie? Come on, time's ticking, motherfucker. You better pick an answer or I'm gonna know something. And so is this white girl behind this camera. Hey, y'all, for real, answer this question before I shoot this for real. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, my fault. Woo! Hey, y'all, in my DM, send in your answers. You can follow me on all platforms. Find me on Twitter, @BigLou. You can find me on the gram, Suck My Semantics. Also, be sure to find me at Facebook or LinkedIn under Bernard Allen, MBA. Can't forget that. There we go. All right, man. While those are coming in, everybody give a round of applause. Give a shout out to Shorty behind the camera, man, for reminding me. I was about to kill you. I was about to f you up, and you was about to be dead. Woo! My God. All right, they coming in now. Ooh, sis. It's not looking too good for you. I know. But America, from the looks of my phone, clearly, y'all need some help. Let me help you. Start with talking about agendas, okay? Something the Lee had an agenda, keep the economy going. But the 13th Amendment made it unconstitutional to enslave people, so the economy came to a crashing halt, right? But you see, words are like spells. There was a clause, a loophole that damned generations of black men and women to come. This clause stated it's unconstitutional to hold anyone in America as a slave, except if they are a criminal. So through the use of semantics, they exploited that loophole to target the same people that it granted freedom to. This is how semantics works. Simple. You change what it means to be a criminal by changing what you define as a crime. And that language became synonymous to the black experience. The word crime was so closely associated to black experience that simply breathing the wrong way, walking the wrong way, looking in the wrong direction was justifiable grounds for snatching your freedom. Unfortunately, this began the creation of what we know today as the mass incarceration system. And Nixon did nothing more than just fine-tune it, pushing his agenda with the war on drugs. Nixon used semantics that best appealed to his constituents' idea of problematic, who were also not the biggest fans of the civil rights movement. See, your ancestor, Nixon, used coded language to target the conditions black people lived in. and associated the momentum the civil rights movement gained with the rise in crime rates. All these things were problematic to a certain kind of constituent. Drug addiction was colorblind. But Nixon said crack that was found in urban areas was worse than cocaine. We all know that cocaine was burning through suburban neighborhoods like herpes on prom night, while urban areas became defined as drug-infested spaces. You know what semantics tells me? It says when a black person has a drug addiction, it's treated as a crime. But when a white person has a drug addiction, every PSA says, oh no, poor them, treated as a crisis. Where is that sympathy for the black community? Semantics says that when a black man is waving a gun in the motherfucking news station, it's to be treated like domestic terrorism. But when white mobs storm the Capitol, it's treated as exercising your First Amendment rights to freedom of speech and peaceful protest. And they get to live to tell the story. Semantics suggests that when a black child's innocence is in question, child doesn't exist. All that matters is the threat that is attached to their blackness. But on June 17, 2015, Dylan Roof murdered 9 people at a Charleston church. And after he was arrested, police bought him some food from a nearby Burger King. Fucking Burger King. That might have been the last Whopper Dylan ever ate, but clearly, have it your way has a whole other meaning when you are white. A meaning that's unfamiliar to someone with black skin. Black people don't get to use language the same way as everybody else do. Those who do get to use it, they don't have to be held accountable for their actions. Man, super predators get a slap on the wrist while black boys get a one-way ticket to the American nightmare. Semantics justifies 2 people committing the same crime receiving 2 different outcomes. Stretching the truth is a 2-step that America has mastered. America, a stripper who uses words like rhythm, dancing around the truth until you're caught in the allure she wants you to see. Best believe you better tip her. How expensive can one little lap dance be? Y'all use black bodies like currency. Token child, how much do you have? Because as long as you make it rain, she'll keep dancing, right? Sandra Bland, Corey Wise, Kevin Richardson, Raymond Santana, Antron McCray, Yusef Salaam, Khalif Browder. America, we'll see how far you'll go to tell a lie. How far will you go to tell the truth? You want to know the truth of how we could fix all this for real? Go back to the game we played earlier. You'll see the truth is in the lie.